Michael Eugene Archer, widely known by his stage name Angelo, was an influential American musician whose artistry reshaped the sound of R&B and neo-soul. Born on February 11, 1974, in Richmond, Virginia, he grew up in a Pentecostal household where music was central to daily life. His father was a preacher, and young Michael's musical gift was apparent early. By age 3, he was already playing piano tunes by ear. As a teenager, he formed a local group with friends and gained early exposure by performing at the Apollo Theater's Amateur Night in Harlem, where they won 3 consecutive times. This success encouraged him to pursue music full-time, prompting him to leave school at 18 and move to New York City to focus on his career. His first major break came when he was introduced to music executive Jocelyn Cooper, who recognized his talent and signed him to Midnight Songs LLC. Cooper later connected him with influential figures such as Raphael Saadiq, Ali Shaheed Muhammad, and Angie Stone, who would play key roles in shaping his early career. D'Angelo's first taste of mainstream success came in 1994 when he co-wrote and co-produced the hit single You Will Know for the R&B supergroup Black Men United. The track, which featured top artists like Usher, R. Kelly, and Boyz II Men, was included in the soundtrack of Jason's Lyric and climbed the Billboard charts, establishing D'Angelo as a rising force in R&B. In 1995, he released his debut studio album Brown Sugar, which would become a defining moment for contemporary soul music. The album, infused with smooth funk, gospel, and jazz influences, introduced the world to what became known as the neo-soul movement. Songs like Lady and Brown Sugar became chart toppers, while critics praised his fresh approach that blended classic soul traditions with modern sensibilities. The album eventually went platinum, selling over 1 million copies in the US, and positioned D'Angelo among the most innovative young artists of his generation. Following the success of Brown Sugar, D'Angelo spent years developing his second album. Though he faced creative challenges, including writer's block, he stayed active through collaborations, working with Lauryn Hill on Nothing Even Matters, Erykah Badu on Your Precious Love, and contributing to several film soundtracks. Finally, in 2000, he released Voodoo, his most acclaimed project. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, showcasing D'Angelo's growth as a multi-instrumentalist and producer. Its standout single, Untitled, How Does It Feel, became a global hit, earning him 2 Grammy Awards, including Best R&B Album and Best Male R&B Vocal Performance. However, the massive success of Voodoo came with a heavy toll. The sensual music video for Untitled transformed D'Angelo into an unexpected sex symbol, a label he never sought and grew increasingly uncomfortable with. Struggling with the pressure of fame, he withdrew from the spotlight. His personal life spiraled into turmoil, marked by alcohol abuse and drug dependency. In 2005, his problems escalated with multiple arrests for DUI and drug possession, as well as a near-fatal car accident that left him physically and emotionally shaken. Throughout the 2000s, D'Angelo's fans waited anxiously for new music. While he occasionally collaborated with artists like Common, Snoop Dogg, and Q-Tip, his solo output was minimal. Industry insiders described his perfectionism and desire for full creative control as both his strength and downfall. He would often spend months recording alone, playing every instrument himself, emulating his idol Prince. His longtime engineer, Russell Elevado, once described the unreleased material as a blend of funk, rock, and soul. Parliament meets the Beatles with a Hendrix edge. After years of personal recovery and quiet reflection, D'Angelo made a stunning comeback in 2014 with his third studio album, Black Messiah. Originally slated for 2015, its release was moved up amid growing social unrest in America following the deaths of Eric Garner and Michael Brown. The album's politically charged tone struck a chord with audiences and critics alike, earning near universal acclaim and a 95/100 score on Metacritic. Featuring tracks like Really Love and The Charade, it fused funk, soul, and protest themes into a masterful statement on race and resilience. Black Messiah debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and later won 2 Grammy Awards, including Best R&B Album and Best R&B Song for Really Love. D'Angelo supported the album with the Second Coming Tour, performing in cities across North America, Europe, and Asia. His band, The Vanguard, included world-class musicians such as Chris Dave, Pino Palladino, and Isaiah Sharkey. Audiences praised his live performances for their raw emotion and musicianship, cementing his legacy as one of R&B's greatest live performers. In 2016, he paid tribute to one of his biggest influences, Prince, with an emotional performance of Sometimes It Snows in April on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. 2 years later, his soulful song Unshaken appeared on the soundtrack of the video game Red Dead Redemption 2, introducing him to a new generation of fans. In 2021, D'Angelo became one of the few artists to headline his own Versus special, performing at the legendary Apollo Theater under the title D'Angelo vs. Friends. The show featured guest appearances by her, Method Man, and Redman, and reaffirmed his enduring influence on modern soul music. He continued to perform sporadically over the next few years, including a set at the 2021 Tribeca Film Festival. By 2024, D'Angelo had reconnected with longtime collaborator Raphael Saadiq, and together they began working on what would have been his fourth studio album. That same year, he contributed a song titled I Want You Forever with Jay-Z for the film The Book of Clarence, signaling a creative resurgence and suggesting a new era of his artistry. Tragically, D'Angelo's life was cut short when he passed away from pancreatic cancer on October 14, 2025, at the age of 51. Family members revealed he had been in hospice care for 2 weeks and had battled the illness privately for several months. At the time of his death, he had nearly completed his new album, which Saadiq has announced will be released posthumously. Despite his struggles, D'Angelo's artistry left a deep imprint on the landscape of soul and R&B. His ability to blend sensuality, spirituality, and social consciousness made him a bridge between classic artists like Marvin Gaye and modern innovators such as Frank Ocean and Anderson .Paak. Rolling Stone honored him in 2023, ranking him 75th on its list of the 200 greatest singers of all time. In his personal life, D'Angelo never married but had 3 children, including one with soul singer Angie Stone, his former partner and collaborator. Their relationship, though brief, was creative and deeply personal. Stone inspired several tracks on Brown Sugar and credited him with helping launch her solo career. Through triumphs and turmoil, D'Angelo's career embodied the spirit of artistic integrity. From the sultry grooves of Brown Sugar to the revolutionary message of Black Messiah, he continuously challenged the boundaries of R&B. His death marked the end of a remarkable era, but his music, filled with passion, soul, and truth, remains a timeless testament to his genius. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and kindly subscribe for more videos like this.